What's up guys, Blackwar here and welcome back to another video, and today we're back on Pro Cycling Manager 2018 for the 6th stage of the Giro d'Italia between Cassino and San Giovanni Rotondo. 233 kilometers awaiting the peloton with a lot of hills, a lot of gradient, and mainly a second category climb before the finish, which is going to be extremely tough for massive parts of the riders, leaving the favorites for the GCUN to fight towards the finish. And it seems that it's going to be a very interesting stage. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, then please go ahead and do so. There's a playlist in which every stage has been put. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to spoil you, but the GC now looks like that. So if you haven't seen the previous stages, that's your last chance to do so. Vincenzo is currently leading the GC with Tom Dumoulin and Primož Roglic in second and third respectively. Vincenzo is also winning the point standings classification ahead of Caleb Ewan, and we're the best team for now in this nearing end of the first week of the Giro. And without further ado, let's just jump in the race and see what we can do. And the peloton leaves Cassino for this 6th stage of the Giro, the most complicated stage, I would suppose, as of now, with this really heavy climb towards the end. I think some damage is going to be done, and if a leader is not in a good shape today, then he could probably say goodbye to his hopes of winning the Giro. Already in attack with Scott Davis, Victor Delaporte and Jonathan Narvaez. We're having two of the guys that were in yesterday's break, being Delaporte and Narvaez. Dimitri Strakov tries to make a move. Lorenzo Rota backed out of his attack. There's no points to be taken until like the finish line, well, close to the finish. So there's no real need for the Bardiani CSF rider to use his strength in today's break. Peloton is pacing under Lorenzo Rota's rhythm. That is surprising. There's an attack. Okay, I'm kinda lost as to what the Bardiani CSF strategy is, if they even have a strategy. But you've got another attack with 4 riders: Nathan Brown, Francisco Ventoso, Fausto Masnada, and Ruben Plaza for Israel Cycling Academy. Okay, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, and it's still Rota pacing in the peloton. Pacing is quite a strong word, as Conchi now makes a move, followed by Kristen Nealens, the champion of Latvia. Yeah, Ivan Santoromito attacks with Sebastian Henao as well, and it's still Rota pacing. I don't know if the break will have a gap actually, because 150 for this 3-man group, then Strakov 30 seconds behind, then we have this 4-man group 20 seconds behind, then we've got Nealens. I mean, they're kind of spread out everywhere. The Bardiani team is still pacing, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we're gonna trust the PCMAI. Right, sit rep on the breakaway. The peloton really paced through this first hill, which led well, and then the breakaway, interestingly, paced as well, which led to Conchi and Strakov being dropped and struggling to come back into this now 10-man group that's relaying quite well, I guess. So yeah, I don't know if Conchi and Strakov will join. Peloton is 4 minutes 13 behind the leaders right now. Peloton led by De Koninck, Jumbo Visma and Agenzala Mondial. Alright, we've entered this second hill, quite a steep one as well, because as things stands right now, the leader of the GC is in the breakaway, and it would be Nathan Brown who would be leader for 10 seconds now, but the gap keeps on decreasing in favor of Vincenzo Nibali, obviously. Viviani pacing with Jack Bauer and Florian Sénéchal. Nibali is in a solid position. However, the rest of my team can't really say that much. Caruso and Pozzovivo are quite at the back right there. Caruso on a +3, Nibali's on a +2. We could have a very good day today. We could have a very solid day. Okay, I think things could be done today. I think we might try to get some gaps with Vincenzo. Grigobole, Caruso, and Corona out. There's a break here. We've got another peloton. 110 riders are dropped, including Caruso, Nibali, Antonio Nibali, and Domenico Pozzovivo, but they'll probably join in. Yeah, they will. But for now, the leader of the GC is still in the breakaway, Nathan Brown, doing what he has to do with EF, trying to get some hope for the boys in pink. And we are now at the bottom of the Coppa Cazzarinelle. The start of the climb is quite like it's a false flat, more than an actual climb. However, the slopes are going to be much harder during the middle part of this climb. 13.3 kilometers with an average gradient of 5% for the peloton, who's still trying to reach the group ahead with Ruben Plaza, Victor de la Parte, and Jonathan Narvaez, who got themselves a little gap. Nathan Brown tried countless attacks, but it's never been enough. And Nathan Brown is now out, and he's been co-opted by the peloton, led by Antonio Nibali, pacing 86 now, towards the summit, trying to create some gaps, trying to break some people in the peloton to make sure that all the sprinters are out before the finish line. And I think we're going to pace hard with Pozzovivo in the steepest bit of the climb. It's still Victor de la Parte leading right now, with Narvaez, Chris Nealons trying to come back as we approach the steepest part of this climb. I don't know when they are, but Antonio Nibali is about to run out of energy, which means Domenico Pozzovivo is going to take things into the matter. 11.8% on this portion of the climb. 11.9 as its peak, and it's still Domenico Pozzovivo doing an impressive job. Formula Jungels in the wheel. 64 riders are here, but Antonio Nibali caused a lot of damage. 5.5 kilometers to go. Still Pozzovivo pacing like an absolute madman. And it's soon going to be Caruso's time, I think. 4.6 kilometers to go. Yeah, we can continue pacing 90. The Maglia Rosa has been dropped, so that's Caleb Ewan's chances of winning today out of the window. And there goes Damiano Caruso. 3.5 kilometers is all he has to do. 17 riders left. Make that 16 soon, because Pozzovivo is going to be out. Tony Galopin's out. Zacharine is out. I'm going to come back to Caruso. 2.2 kilometers away from the summit as we approach the 10 kilometer left banner in this Coppa Cazzarinelle. What a work pulled by Damiano Caruso, as Vincenzo Nibali now is going to pace towards the summit, get the points, and he's mainly going to attack, I think, in the descent. What do I say? I think I know he's going to attack because I'm the one leading it. There goes Vincenzo Nibali attacking in the peloton. 7 kilometers to go in this little descent towards San Giovanni Rotondo. There's now a second climb. Can anyone catch the Shark of Messina? Alright. I may have attacked with less yellow than I thought, and probably going to pay the consequences. Vincenzo Nibali still leading the peloton, the stage right now. 30 seconds is the lead for Vincenzo Nibali over Mikel Landa, Bob Jungels, Primož Roglic, Davide Formolo. Tom Dumoulin's dropped. Tom Dumoulin is dropped by the leaders group, and that's important. That's really important. Tom Dumoulin has been dropped, so has Caruso, but that's quite logical. Approaching the finish line, the win should be for Vincenzo Nibali. I don't know if anyone can catch him in the group behind, but Vincenzo Nibali is out of any energy whatsoever. And if they sprint, they might be able to catch the Shark of Messina. 25 seconds, but the win is for Vincenzo Nibali. Davide Formolo is going to take second place, with Landa, Jungels taking and Roglic taking the top 5. Dumoulin is going to take 6th place. Sorry, very disappointing performance by the Dutchman. Caruso takes 7th. Miguel Angel Lopez, disappointing as well. Disappointing, losing more than 2 minutes. Same as Adam Yates, same as Zakarin. Wow. Wow. Okay. This stage made much more damage than I thought it would probably do. Okay. Well, I'll see you on the podiums for this superb win by Vincenzo Nibali. And the 50% win rate continues as Vincenzo Nibali gets his third win out of 6 stages on this Giro d'Italia. Some would argue it's 4 wins out of 6. We'll stick with 3. No gaps have been decreted between Nibali and the 4-man group behind, but he gains a minute over Tom Dumoulin. Primož Roglič is now second, 33 seconds behind Vincenzo Nibali. Formolo 57 seconds. Tom Dumoulin is now fifth, with Damiano Caruso taking 6th place. Go on, Damiano. Go on. That's sick. That's very sick. Lorenzo Rota stays leader of the mountain classification with Vincenzo Nibali now on 14 points. Nibali now on 102 points for the cyclamen jersey. I mean, it's looking good for now for Vincenzo. Miguel Angel Lopez increases his lead for the best young rider despite losing a lot of time for the GC win. So I think that's probably going to be it for I mean, the best young rider was already done before even starting. The best team is going to be behind Merida, obviously, with Movistar taking second. But what a stage that was! What a stage! I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Nibali, Formolo, Mikel Landa, Bob Jungels, Primož Roglič is your top 5 for today's stage. Disappointing there were no gaps between Nibali and Formolo. But you know what? I'll take that. A minute ahead Tom Dumoulin. 2:34 for Lopez and Yates. Yeah, solid. Very solid. Antonio Nibali doing I mean, he's on his job, to be honest. He's done his part. GC now looks like this. Nibali, Roglič, Formolo, Landa, Dumoulin, Caruso, Galopin, Zakarin, Lopez, Yates, Pozzovivo in 14th place, already 4 minutes behind. Only 14 riders are within 5 minutes of Vincenzo Nibali. And yeah, this draw is probably going to create a lot of damage. Hasn't been any retirements today. Nope. Who finished last? Jakub Mareshko. Yeet. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, that's it for this 6th stage of the Giro d'Italia. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to smash the like button and get involved in the comments down below. Follow me on my social media. The links are in the description down below. Tomorrow's stage will be another hilly stage between Vasto and L'Aquila. And if you don't want to miss it, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you tomorrow for the 7th stage of the Giro d'Italia up in Blackwar. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you today, guys, and goodbye.